Hey, welcome back to episode 4. This is Chicago, this is Colorado, this is going to be fun. They're very storied teams, very classic teams. Maybe not Colorado as classic, but Chicago, another original 6 team. And I'm very excited to show you what I've put together for them. So let's get right into it. And here we are. So, Chicago Blackhawks. As you can see, the 3 jerseys here. The black one is very similar to a jersey from their past. It was then revived to be a Winter Classic jersey, I believe. It might have been a Stadium Series. I'm not too sure. But as you can see here, it's been recolored. The stripes have been moved around, and the thickness of said stripes has been changed. Um, so we fully black Chicago Blackhawks home jersey, which is what a lot of people have been asking for as of late. So I've decided to integrate that into my design. On the 3 colors there, the red, the orange, and the yellow, I think they're just all complementary to each other, so I decided to include them in this jersey as the stripes, with the red being the thickest because red is the most commonly associated color with the Blackhawks. On the shoulders, here we'll move into the home jersey to talk about it more. But yeah, as you can see with the patches on the shoulders, we have their alternate logo that they often use, and the Chicago City flag. Again, please ignore any audio you hear coming from squeaking or footsteps. My upstairs neighbors are allowed to do things. There's just loose floorboards, and it's very, very annoying. But yeah, as you can see, the Chicago alternate logo on the right shoulder and the city flag of Chicago on the left. If you actually look at that, it's not exactly the right colors. The Chicago flag is a light blue, and the stars are all red. Whereas the stripes are the Chicago blue that they use in their logo, and then each star is a different color. I believe it's red, orange, green, and yellow. And that's just all the colors of the feathers. I thought it was a very nice thing to talk about. Since we basically talked about the reasoning behind the stripes, let's move on to the away. The away, as you can see, is basically a one-to-one recreation of a jersey they wore in, I believe, the 60s. It might have been the 70s. It was a long time ago now. The off-white was, in fact, the basis of this one, with the simple stripes. I don't like the base stripe there at the bottom, as you can see. Um, Very bold red at the bottom of the jersey. I would remove that, I think, and maybe move the stripe, maybe just change the striping pattern a little bit. But I wanted the original 6 to either have a jersey from their past or a historic looking jersey. In this case, I went and I stole, I believe it was a 1967 away jersey or home jersey, because however they did jerseys back then. It's basically a one-to-one recreation. Moving on to the alternate, I brought back the shoulder patches, basically exactly as they were, but I made the jersey red, and I used their, I think basically it's practice logo, but it's the Blackhawks of Chicago logo in the center there. The striping pattern is unique to them. I used a lot of center stripes, I believe, in this series, as you will see, but the numbers are actually really cool. They're integrated into the stripe. They actually stop. The stripes don't even go behind them. And then the 2 stripes across the bottom is very simple, very clean jersey, very respectful, I would think, to the Blackhawks. So moving on, we have the Avalanche. As you can see, I never actually used the Avalanche logo. I do not like it. I think it's one of the ugliest logos in the league. That and Columbus, as you will see, I try to avoid using it. But for sure, the Avalanche logo, I hate it. I don't like the Avalanche logo, so I went with the C that is found in the Colorado flag, and in their alternate logos as well. I actually used the basis of that C for the captaincy, which I thought was pretty neat. On the shoulders there, you can see the word. On the shoulders here, you can see the word mark for the Avalanche. And that's the only thing on the shoulder. I thought it was very nice. I would leave the shoulders blank, but it did seem a little bottom heavy. It still does seem a little more bottom heavy than it should, but I really like the design nonetheless. The mountains, of course, the Rockies across the bottom. Blue with the silver outlines. I thought it stands out. It's very nice, very clean, course. Yeah, I say that all the time. Sorry about that. I also have a window open. As you can see, the burgundy, the blue, the silver, they all stand out very nice. And as we move on to the away jersey, everything stays the same. It's just recolored. I think this stands out quite well. As you can see, the collar actually basically remained identical. And everything just kind of swapped colors. What was burgundy is now, or what was blue is now burgundy, and whatnot. I really like this jersey, especially in the white. I think the burgundy one is, to be fair, the nicer version. But there's not much to say on Colorado here. Moving on, I think their Stadium Series is one of the nicest jerseys that they have. And then, so I tried to do my own take on it. The only thing I really would change is I think I would just remove the little burgundy bits off the sleeves there. I think I would just keep the mountain dedicated onto the chest, moving forward with that design. The cool thing about the placement of the C is it kind of looks like a moon, like way off in the distance behind the mountain. And then, of course, the A. And something interesting about this one is the way I made it. The parts that are actually crests are just the outlines. Like these silvery gray outlines here are the only things that are technically like this, like the hard part of the crest, which I know would wrinkle and bend and like fold, and they would be in horrible condition after a long time. But it was just because it didn't pop. Otherwise, I don't think they would actually do that. And I just don't. I just think the template didn't allow it to pop as well as it would in real. So I don't think it would have popped as well if I just left it there. So it wouldn't actually be elevated, but doing what I can with what I have. So thank you for tuning in. I know this was a definitely a shorter episode, and the reason for that is I didn't have much negativity about these jerseys here. Again, thank you for tuning in. This is something I've been working on for a very long time, and I'm very interested in pursuing. So thank you for taking the time out of your day watching this video. Please leave a like if you enjoyed it. Leave a dislike if you disliked it. Subscribe if you feel so inclined. And please actually leave a comment down below what you would change, what your ideas for either of these teams were, and let me know anything that I should change about them. Again, I love constructive criticism, and I will always appreciate it when someone gives it to me. So, thank you very much, and have a great day.